Hello, hello, everyone. Ah, there we go. I can see people. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you all. Amazing. Well done. Great showing up today. Wait, this evening. Just gonna go on live on Facebook as well. Amazing. How are you feeling? How was the challenge? Did you finish it? Do you have any questions? Excuse me, this sounds like I'm peeing. It's just water. Can't hear anyone. I think your microphones are off.
So I speak. I'm really excited about this because I didn't write, I didn't complete everything, but I was thinking about what you said and a lot. So it's very useful for me, for my personal growing, for understand myself better. And special today was very important morning.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad to hear. I'm really glad to hear. I hope it inspires everyone to think about the way they think about the way that they feel, and really it's something that you can work on. Like we said, your emotions, your thoughts are not your personality. It's all something that you can bring awareness to and respond to differently. So it's amazing. I'm interested to all your answers later on. Let's start with a yoga practice. And hi guys on Facebook, if you'd like to join, I would recommend going into Zoom, because that way you can meet everyone and the quality is better, because it happens that on Facebook it gets cut off. So if you're joining, the link is in your email, and the link is, I think, in the event as well. All right. Has anyone here practiced restorative or maybe yin yoga before?
Yeah, I did.
Hands, fingers.
Roberto, remember in the summer we did one time, and
we did in yoga, but I don't know. I think there are different things in and restorative.
Exactly. Do you remember
Am I
you
wrong?
asked me? No, you're right.
Sorry?
Do you remember you asked me? Do you remember what I told you, what the difference was?
Yeah, I remember. Yes, yes.
Amazing. Can you tell us?
Yeah. Between yoga nidra and restorative. For me, in my mind, they were the same, but actually they are not the same.
Mm-hmm. And what is the difference?
Yoga nidra is yoga of sleep.
Ah, yes.
Restorative is similar to yin. I think, I don't know.
In a way, it's...
meditation, yoga nidra.
Say that again?
No,
It's
yoga nidra is not. It's, I don't know. Annie can explain better than me.
Yeah.
Yoga nidra is you are laying like in shavasana, and you have closed eyes for all the practice, and a little bit connecting with emotions. And in yoga is different because you have asana that take for long.
Yeah.
Then restorative, I don't remember. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. They're all very closely related, and they're all about relaxation. But yoga nidra, you go into a deep yogic sleep, they call it. In restorative, you're actually really trying to relax all of the body. And in yin, you're bringing tension to the body, to the parts that need to relax. So it might actually hurt when you do it. But restorative, we focus on relaxation more. Now, today is a combination of restorative and yin, because for some people, they're really maybe advanced or they are very open, so the poses can actually be restorative. So for some people, it might be a little bit more challenging, and then it can feel like yin.
It depends, exactly. Sometimes yin is hard.
Absolutely. Yin is not meant to be easy. Exactly. Cool. Do we have any questions before we start? Then I'd like to ask all of you to come into Savasana, to come laying flat on your back.
Is it okay if I switch off my light? Then you will not see me, but I prefer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think for this practice, the most important thing is to be comfortable. If you want to turn off your lights, if you want to turn off your camera even, that's okay. All right, guys. So Savasana, come in to lay flat on your back, bringing all of your body weight into your mat or onto the floor. Turn off a light if you like. Maybe turn on some candles if you like. And normally I would send a link to a playlist, but because we want to become really aware of our emotions and our feelings, music can actually be distracting and give you different emotions, or maybe make you think of a memory. But really now we want to become present and understand what's going on in the body and in the mind. So come in to lay flat on your back, deepening the breath. Letting the body weight falling into your mat, so the floor below you. And observing your thoughts. What's going on in the mind? Your mind might still be busy from the day that's far. Or maybe you're preparing for the day that's coming. Wherever you are, try to observe those thoughts. Maybe write them down in your head as if it's a to-do list. And slowly let go to become really present and get into your practice. Start to deepen the breath. But don't force it. Don't try to make it extremely deep or focus on it too much. Just acknowledge. And let it be where it naturally is. Calmly, soft, and maybe a bit deeper than normally. So today we're going to practice a restorative yin type of class to deal with the emotions and the way that we think. If you went to our morning session, you've been asked several questions about this already. And in this practice, we're going to focus on the physical sensations we experience when we think of our emotions and our thoughts. Relax your fingers in your hands. Relax your feet. Relax the muscles in your face, your forehead and your eyebrows, your jaw. Beautiful. Keep breathing. So we store our emotions in different parts of the body. Anger, for example, is stored in your liver. We feel anxiety in the chest. And trauma and stress are stored in the hips. Trauma doesn't have to be anything big. And I'm not going to ask you to work on your childhood trauma just now. It can be anything that's bothering you, but preferably something that's been bothering you for a while. And now we all have something. So during the practice, try to focus on that while we are opening the hips and becoming aware of our emotions and thoughts. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out. When you're ready, open your eyes and hug both knees into the chest. Just get there calmly, don't force anything. With control, easy. You're not here to impress anyone. You're not here for a competition. It's really about your practice and the way you feel. Hug the right knee towards the chest. Activate your right foot and then slide the left leg forward to take some foot circles. Keep your lower back on the mat. Switch your circles. Drop the left foot and take the right knee up and over for a supine twist. Take your right arm out long next to you or in line with the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist a bit deeper. We're warming up the body and still taking it easy. Don't force yourself into any weird positions if it's uncomfortable. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And as you'll notice, different from our other practices, we're going to stay a little bit longer in each pose. Observe the sensations in the body, but also observe where your mind goes. If you feel anything, and what those feelings mean to you. if it's a fact or something that belongs to your own reality. Inhale. And on an exhale, come back to center, slow and with control. Have the right knee into the chest, have the left knee into the chest, and switch sides. Have the left knee even faster, stronger. Slide the right foot forward. Take your foot circles. And the other way around. Inhale. And on an exhale, drop the right foot and take the knee up and over. Other side. Slide the left leg, the arm out long in line with the shoulder. And look past the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale again. Exhale, twist further or deeper. Keep breathing. And observe your emotions. Observe the sensations. Just being in your own practice without any external distractions. Or your own mind bothering you. Let's take one more breath. And on an exhale, come out of your twist. Hug both of your knees into the chest. And from here, grab the right ankle, place it on top of the left knee. Push the right knee away from you, so we're making a figure 4 shape. Bring the right shin in line with the knee. Activate both of your feet, so your toes are pointing up towards the sky, or maybe towards the walls. Interlace your hands behind the left thigh, and on an exhale, pull your left leg inwards. Inhale again. Pull your left leg on an exhale. If you can, and if you like, push the right knee away from you so you can pull the left thigh even further. This all has to do with the openness and flexibility in your hip, and we haven't really warmed up anything yet, so it might not feel comfortable at all. Do as much as you like. A little bit of a challenge is okay, but don't force yourself. Keep your lower back on the mat. Obviously, keep breathing. Excellent, guys. Inhale. We're going to slowly come out of the figure 4 shape. Always release on an exhale. When you're ready, maybe tap the heels on your thighs and switch sides. Grab your left ankle, place it on top of the right knee. Push the left knee away from you and activate your left foot. Lift the shin, bring it in line with the knee. Interlace your hands, and on an exhale, pull the right knee and the right thigh towards the chest. Keep your lower body, your lower back on the mat. Inhale and exhale, pull the thigh. Inhale, exhale, pull. Maybe push the left knee away with the left arm or with your left elbow. Keep breathing. And only go as far as is comfortable. Give yourself a bit of a challenge, but nothing too extreme. Try to focus on the sensations, on your emotions and your thoughts. Take one last breath. On your next exhale, release. Bring the knees together. Maybe tap the heels on your thighs. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Lift the head. And calmly come up into a seated position. Spread the legs out long in front of you. Grab the right ankle and place your foot towards or near the thigh. If this is really uncomfortable, you can take it out a little bit and come on to sit on a pillow or a block if you have one. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the hands behind your back. Inhale again. Exhale, see if you can bend your elbows and maybe place the elbows on the mat. Inhale, open the chest, find a bind in the spine. Exhale, maybe you can bring yourself all the way down. If you want even more, you've got open hips, open thighs, you can take both legs into our hero pose. But take it easy. Again, it's not a competition. You're here to experience new things and see what your body is capable of, but most importantly, create awareness. Keep breathing. You can place your hands on your lower belly or next on the sides. Let's take one more breath here. If you're on the floor or if you're flat on the floor, come back the way you came. If you're on your elbows, slowly push yourself up. Switch legs, bring the right leg out long in front of you. Grab the left ankle and place your foot next to your thigh. Lift the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bend your elbows. And this might just be it. If you're on your elbows, keep your chest open, so not sinking into the shoulders. We've got it active still. Inhale here. Maybe come onto your elbows. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe make your way down. If you had both of your knees bent and your feet next to the side, do the same now to keep your legs even and don't feel out of balance later on. Where is your mind taking you? Are you thinking of what you're going to have for dinner? Are you thinking of what you have to do tomorrow? It's normal that the mind wanders off. This happens even with years of practice. But be aware of it and slowly and gently bring your mind back to the practice. Take one more breath. Then unravel, coming back the way you came. First your elbows, then the upper body, and bring the legs out long in front of you. Take the flesh from underneath your sitting bones, so you can feel the sitting bones on your mat or the floor below you. The floor below you. On an inhale, lift the arms up. And on an exhale, come forward. Keep your spine straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come halfway. Keep your knees bent if you need to. Inhale, lift. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to your feet. Or if this is too far, too much, your hands to your ankles, your shins. Maybe just flat on the mat. Keep your knees bent if you need to. But do relax your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Keep breathing. Notice how the legs are slowly opening up. How you feel maybe less tension, or more relaxed. With our head very close to the knees, this is a great time to do some introspection. As we've done already today, yesterday, trying to become aware. Maybe get a little bit deeper here. And ask yourself what you can do differently and what it is that you need. Because becoming aware is one thing, but we still have to take actions. So ask yourself what you need. On your next inhale, get ready to come up. Exhale completely. And then slowly bring your whole body back up to a seated position. Beautiful. Swing your legs to one side. Bring the hands in front of you and come into all fours or tabletop position. In the hands or the palms and wrists underneath the shoulder, knees underneath the hips. And let's take a couple of cat-cows just to open the spine and warm the spine a little bit. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your head. Exhale, round the spine and drop your gaze. Inhale, drop your belly and lift the head. Exhale, round the spine and drop your head. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Activate your core. Then slide the right leg behind you. Find a little bit of movement coming back and forth. Keep breathing. Make sure that the hip bones are in line so we're not opening or falling down. It's all in one line. On an exhale, take the right foot towards the front, place it in between the hands. And here as well, finding movement, coming back and forth. So we're getting into like a half split variation, but still keeping it dynamic. Inhale here. And exhale. And from here, we're coming into a into our pigeon variation. So bring the hands in front of you, open the knee, walk the foot towards the left hand and the knee towards the right. Come to sit in your pigeon variation, and not everyone has very open hips, so feel free to take a pillow and place it underneath. So we can still have our thigh close to the floor and just open up gradually. Right? You can also use a block or a book. Place your hands on the mat. I'm going to give you a few variations. I recommend, if it's possible, to bring the elbows onto the mat and relax your head. If you want more, bring the arms out long in front of you and relax the body. If you want even more and also want to stretch the side body, walk your hands over to the right and relax here. Find your variation. You're absolutely free to do either 3 of them. So as I said at the start of the class, we store most of the emotions, and especially traumatic and stressful emotions, in the hips. Practices like restorative yin help you to release. And for some people, these practices might be quite emotional, might be difficult to be with yourself. to hear yourself think. But like we also said this morning, it's really important that we address these emotions, that we give them a name. And instead of feeling it, understanding them. So allow yourself to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Take one more breath here in your half pigeon. Prepare yourself to come out. And when you're ready, come back the way you came. Slowly bringing your hands onto the wall, pushing your upper body up, and walk your hands back to center. If you have a pillow or a block underneath you, take it away. And then lift yourself up, coming back to all fours. Let's take cat-cows again to stabilize or to come back to our center. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head, cow pose. And exhale, come into cat. Inhale, drop and lift. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, last time. And exhale, your last cat. Come back to center. Activate your core, stay strong in the arms. Make sure that the hip bones are in one line. And then take the left leg out long behind you. Find some movement, coming back and forth. Stay strong in the arms, do not sink into the shoulders. Inhale here. And on an exhale, place your foot between the hands and find some movement here. Also coming back and forth. Or going backwards and forwards. Once you've taken a few, you know where you're going to go. So feel free to make your own way. I'm going to explain as well. Place your hands in front of you. Bend the knee or open the knee to the side. Wiggle your left foot behind the right hand. Your left knee behind the right, your left foot, your left hand. And come into your pigeon, or half pigeon is. Again, if you need it, bring your pillow underneath the thigh. And when I first started practicing yoga, I definitely needed a pillow. And I was too stubborn, too proud, really, to use one. And I had massive injuries afterwards. So be kind to your body. If you need one, it's fine. This is not a competition. So option 1, coming onto the elbows. Option 2, arms out long in front of you. Option 3, take a stretch in the side body as well. Bringing the hands in line with the left knee. And relaxing your head, neck and shoulders. Keep breathing.